Everything in this room starts with the desk. It's a custom-built desktop made from white ash, sourced locally here in Kansas City. It measures 90 inches long, 32 inches deep, and an inch and a half thick. It sits on a FlexiSpot E7 Pro sit-stand frame with IKEA Alex drawers underneath. Some of the things I use daily stay close but tucked away. Up top is a Grovemade desk shelf that lifts the monitors and gives me additional layers of storage. This desk isn't meant to stand out on its own. It's meant to support everything else in the room. The chair I use is the Herman Miller Embody. For the longest time, I dreamt of owning this chair, and honestly, it's everything I hoped it would be. To balance things out and take care of my back, I use a fluid stance balance board. It helps me move more throughout the workday instead of staying still. And surprisingly, that has changed how my workday feels. Incorporating a standing desk into my routine has made a big difference. For when I'm sitting, my feet usually find their way to my human scale footrest. It's a small thing, but it's a fun and comfortable addition to the setup. To be in here for 8 to 10 hours a day working, it's a must to be comfortable. Everything on my desk serves a purpose, whether it's accessible storage or my favorite game controllers within reach. It all has a place amongst the devices I use daily. The desk mat helps define the workspace and keep things feeling intentional. It's a small detail, but it really sets the tone. The keyboard I use as my daily driver is a retro-modded IBM Model M. It is a retro icon with a modern twist, and I absolutely love it. Paired with the keyboard is the Logitech MX Master 4, a mouse that feels natural and stays out of the way. The desk supports multiple devices, a MacBook, a Mac Studio, and a PC, each playing a different role throughout my day. For work, a dedicated dock keeps my laptop connected and ready without adding extra clutter to the desk. Audio is a big part of this setup, whether I'm in meetings or recording. Everything is dialed in to sound good and stay out of the way. Then I have my A7 IV pulling double duty as my webcam. Lastly, the monitors tie it all together. 3 displays give me the space to spread out, stay organized, and let the desk feel open instead of crowded. One of the biggest updates I made last year was making my home network rock solid and future-proof for a few years. And I don't hear, "Babe, the internet isn't working," from my wife anymore. As much as this room is about form, it also needed to be functional. The 3D printer has become one of the most useful tools in the room, letting me design and build exactly what I need as ideas come together. As someone who struggles with severe allergies, clean air is a must in here. With my wife working from home time to time, it's important to have headphones within arm's reach when meetings need to be isolated. Keyboards are another tool I spend a lot of time with. From daily drivers to custom builds, I'm drawn to the way they feel and sound, and each one is built to be used. As my hobbies grow, it's never been more important to keep the tools that I use neatly stored away. The little details matter too. They help with the fine work and the quiet moments in between, and giving everything a place that keeps the space feeling calm and usable. That idea carries through the rest of the room. Keeping my floor clean was another priority. The wall control pegboards keep the gear that I use most within reach. Camera equipment on one side and a dedicated charging station on the other, visible and easy to grab. On the opposite wall, the plywood pegboards that I built add warmth to the space, holding keyboards and decor without feeling cluttered. Incorporating the Husky tool cabinet that houses camera gear, keyboard parts, and computer tools was a no-brainer. And I'm slowly converting all of the drawers to Gridfinity to keep everything consistent and easy to find. It's less about storage itself and more about keeping the space clear and focused. A clean setup depends on what you don't see. Cable management was considered early on, and a lot of the decisions in this room were made with it in mind. Under the desk, custom mounting keeps power and data supported and out of sight, so nothing hangs or pulls where it shouldn't. Cables that need to travel further use the room itself, running through walls, underneath baseboards, and hidden spaces, so they disappear instead of cutting across the room. The slat wall wasn't just an aesthetic choice, it helps conceal and keeps lines clean. Velcro ties are used throughout my space, making small adjustments possible without undoing everything. And at the core of it all, the network rack is fully dialed in, organized, intentional, and built to stay that way. It's a lot of effort up front, but it keeps the space feeling calm once everything is in its place. Lighting sets the mood of the room. Everything here is tuned to be soft and directional, keeping the space comfortable throughout the day. Different layers of light help the room shift throughout the day, from focused work to slower, quieter moments. When I'm working, the lighting stays functional and controlled, keeping everything easy on the eyes. As the day winds down, warmer tones take over and the room starts to feel more relaxed. Good lighting doesn't call attention to itself, it just makes the room feel right. The TV wall was more of a recent addition to the room. It adds a second place to spend time in the space without pulling focus from the desk. It's mostly used for gaming, but it's just as often playing movies, shows, or YouTube in the background. Everything is connected cleanly, so switching between the console and the PC feels seamless. Audio stays simple and immersive, filling the room without overpowering it. The shelves frame the wall and keep it feeling intentional without adding visual noise. Like the rest of the room, everything here is mounted carefully and managed cleanly, so it stays out of the way. It's a simple addition, but it rounds out the space. This room is small, about 9 by 13, and it lives in the basement. There are no windows, so the walls, baseboards, and ceiling are all painted black to keep the space focused. The artwork comes from Poster Lab, adding character without pulling away from the vibes. Details like the pegboards and charging station were designed to be functional first, but still feel considered. Wood slat panels bring warmth back into the room, balancing out the darker tones. Lego builds have become part of the decor, alongside a few favorite books that stay close by. Some greenery softens the space, and a handful of personal pieces keep it from feeling just like a tech setup. It's been built slowly with the goal of creating a place I actually want to be in. It's a space that's been shaped by how I work and what helps me stay focused. At the end of the day, it's just a room I enjoy being in, and that was the goal.